This man on the screen, he look like some boy. He made a big mistake, Yeah, man, he look like say him attack some media workers in Clarendon. And one of the man them pop off them pistol to blood Satan. Me I tell say gunshot beat up on him. Man attack media workers. Get gunshot on them blow out in Clarendon.
BaggaThingz, they have to make a statement. If I know BaggaThingz TV, it don't make sense. I BaggaThingz TV, I run things all the time. BaggaThingz TV.
All I know say I like me promote. I'm gonna promote that, but I don't promote unruly behavior, If a man attack a media worker or a number of media worker, they are there to protect themselves. So you come like say this a man make a big mistake. 38-year-old contractor Michael Marilyn, also known as BaggaThingz, was shot dead along Dampy Main Road in Clarendon yesterday afternoon. Viewers and subscribers, a female companion was also shot and injured. Police reported that about 12:05 p.m. Marilyn, who lived in Olmsted, St. Catherine, met up with a man in Dampy, Clarendon. After they exchanged some merchandise, an argument developed and Marilyn and his female companion was shot. Jaja boy. Both were taken to the Maypen Hospital where Marilyn was pronounced dead and the female treated and released. Marilyn had been charged with assault after attacking media workers covering a protest at Olmsted Primary in St. Catherine in November. He was set to reappear in court on February the 16th. So what they must say now when they give that backstory about him, it look like he's a jumpy brother, Even though I'm sorry saying get wet up still, but it look like he's a jumpy brother. Cause see there, an incident with the media worker them saying, and if he reappear in court and it look like say boy, the same behavior we have upon people. It look like him love to jump in a people's face and try if he test them, saying, but look at gunshot and get boy, I tell a star, John. And when the people them are gonna learn, big people who don't understand certain things, I show that thing. You see the ignorance and the ignorance and the jumpy behavior, it go put in a casket. And that me I try tell you. There's a lot of people in Jamaica now with firearm, saying likes of firearm, man and woman. So also a man will love broke fight and pick trouble and run up in somebody's face and chuck somebody and push them down. It not gonna work. The man and the woman with the likes of firearm are gonna beat up shot per one, And that me I try tell you. The paper goes on to say he was set to reappear in court on February the 16th. Up to December the 27th, some 91 murders were recorded in Clarendon. So Clarendon record murder like, wow, the place around hot, The whole parish get hotter now, boy. I tell you, say, it hot like 10 fireside. Now, watch this now. Portland rocked by 2 murders in less than 24 hours. Jaja. I tell you, boy, double murder in a Portmore in less than 24 hours. In the New Year's. Murderation rang out the New Year's, 2 murders in less than 24 hours have rocked the peaceful parish of Portland, which hold the distinction of being the safest island wide. Boy, come like a man them take away a record from Portland now. The criminal them say, no man, Portland have the safest parish for the longest while. We are about to break the records. A man them decide now, the criminal them decide say boy, them are going to take away the record and the championship from Portland. Jaja boy, me I tell you now. In the first incident, 54-year-old Calvin James was stabbed to death during a dispute with a man shortly after 11 p.m. Friday at Halls Avenue Free School in Port Antonio at a gambling. God almighty boy, me I tell you, then give this a man a rotted tab, man. In dead on the spot it look like. Reports are that James was watching a game of cards but was warned and threatened by a man who was reportedly losing his money, According to the police, James, who made comments about the game, was later involved in an argument with the man and was stabbed several times. Jaja boy, when you see somebody lose their money, you better you keep your mouth shut, man. Me I tell you, me see them thing I go on a gambling game, When you see a man lose his money, me I tell you, say, don't even in an argument with him. Because you have some ignorant people in a Jamaica, man, when they are losing, then we cut off your head, Jaja boy. You would have said the attacker fled the scene and James was taken to the Port Antonio Hospital where he was pronounced dead. That was too late, man. I tell you, that was too late. He already dead. Remember me telling you that. No, here what I must say again. In the second incident, the police were summoned to Smart Road in Port Anthony shortly after 6 a.m. yesterday, when the body of a man known only as Jero was found on the veranda after Friends Church with his head bashed in. The man mash up here, you know. Both murders come on the heels of the shooting deaths of Courtney France Nero Clark, who according to police was one of the Portland's violence producer. Clark was killed by unknown assailants on December the 17th at about 1 a.m. while closing up a shop at Norwich in the parish. 14 persons have been murdered in Portland since the start of 2022. It's still low, you know, but it look like it a climb. Yeah, man, it a climb up. Because when I go on in Portland, you say report some very, very low number. But the criminal them about to take away the records. Yo, Portland people, don't wake up. Don't make this continue. We have to get back on the parish, you know. Saying, because the 13 parish them bad, a Portland alone was holding the flag. But they come like a man in my boat to slash the title away from Portland, you know. No star. Now, when you sit down good or turn up good, cause more murderation, boy. Triple murder, rock up Bull Beer on New Year's Eve, you know. 3 one time. Viewers and subscriber. Now show you what I go on. Kingston, Jamaica. Police are probing the murder of 3 men in Bull Beer, St. Andrew on New Year's Eve. The deceased have been identified as 68-year-old Mason Isaac Ashton, 39-year-old construction worker Alric Ashton, both of Taylorland in 9 Miles, Bull Beer, and a man only known by his alias as Narco. Bombard star murderation from left to right. A triple that in a man. Here where police say go on now. Reports from Kingston East Police are that about 9:15 p.m. the men were traveling in a Toyota Starlet motor car along the Cane River main road when gunmen opened fire on the car, hitting all 3 men before escaping on foot in the area. The gunman ambushed them in a man. The motor car was subsequently collided into a wall. The police were alerted and on arrival of the lawmen and the lawwoman them. The bodies of the men were seen with multiple gunshot wounds. The scene was processed and the bodies was removed to the morgue pending post-mortem examination. The man then straight up a car, you know. Kill off everybody in a bomb beat car. Jaja boy. It terrible, me I tell you, man. The man then did it, you know. I wait upon them car people, you know. Cause watch I know, man. Then done time pedal the people, you know. The man them, you know, I say, yo, the boy them are traveling in such and such car. Then go to get all a call and somebody tell them what I go on. Saying, and him just time pedal them. And so now then wait up everybody night. Jano boy, crime thing mad you know in a Jamaica. A crime thing mad like shad right now in a Jamaica, me I tell you, man. Watch you now. This a criminal boy you know involved in a double murder way back when. After the cops then kill him, 2 years in dead, you know. And the cops then clear up a murder now and say, boy, this a youth was responsible for double murder way back in 2016. Cops clears up 2016 double murder case. Alleged killer died 2 years ago. So the cops them didn't have him fool, you know. This was Clarendon top killer. Yeah, man. One of Clarendon top killer, you know. Police have cleared up 2016 double murder case posthumously, even though the man accused of killing has been dead for 2 years ago. Fitzroy Core, otherwise called OJ, 26, was said to be one of the several men who pretended to be police officers and shot dead 2 brothers in their sleep. The boy then pretend them a police and kill 2 brothers, you know. Clarendon murderation. The brothers were Mario Lawrence, an 18-year-old Andy man, and Javel Lawrence, 19, both from Phase 2, Havana Heights, Clarendon, were killed on September the 8th, 2016, you know. Saying, and here what I must say now, it was reported at about 2:40 a.m. Both teens were at home sleeping when men claimed to be policemen kicked open their front door and shot them multiple times before escaping on foot in the area. Wanna see the style? Knock your door and say, police, police, nobody move. Yo, they put up on the hands. And then the boy them jump into the house and start beat up shot on the youth them in the man. Young youth them in their sleep. 19-year-old and 18-year-old brothers. See? And the police them now time pedal this a boy. Cause them don't get info now and know who involved. And name him food. See? And now they must say boy then clear up a case, double murder. This a boy and some other dirty criminal responsible for it. You understand me? I say, alright, BaggaThingz Media TV, man. Like, share, and subscribe.
BaggaThingz Media TV, man. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe. Press that notification bell to stay updated, man. Jamaican assassin killing all names. Urban legend. Jackal out.